The unlived life, claiming your authentic power, act I, the quiet aches, establishing vulnerability and connection. Good evening. Look around you. You are surrounded by people who share one profound, unspoken truth. We all believe we are capable of more. We carry within us a secret vision of the person we were meant to be, a life we were designed to live. And yet, for most of us, that life remains unlived. I'm not here tonight to talk about success metrics or quarterly reports or quick fixes. I'm here to talk about the heart. Specifically, the heart that is aching for expression, the heart that whispers, "Is this all there is?" I want to start with a confession. For too long, I lived a life dictated by other people's expectations. I chose the safe path, the predictable answer, the comfortable chair. And every single day, I felt the dull, heavy weight of my own potential pressing down on me. I was successful, yes. I checked the boxes, but I wasn't alive. I was just performing. And here's the most important thing I learned from that time. The greatest tragedy in life isn't failure. The greatest tragedy is the death of the dream still alive within you. It's the moment you decide that the risk of stepping into your greatness is scarier than the certainty of mediocrity. You see, the heart is won not by volume, but by truth. And the truth is, every single person in this room, including myself, is one moment of courage away from a completely different life. Act E, the burden of the we. I want you to imagine for a moment a library. But this isn't a library of books already written. This is the library of your possibilities. In this library, every unwritten book represents a talent you never used, a conversation you never had, a risk you never took. Imagine walking through those silent aisles. Do you see the book titled, "The Business I Was Afraid to Start," or "The Masterpiece I Didn't Finish"? How does it feel to look at those beautiful, dust-covered, empty volumes? That, my friends, is the weight of the unlived life. We often confuse comfort with peace. Comfort is sitting on the couch and avoiding the difficult conversation. Peace is knowing you did the hardest, bravest thing you could, and you are exhausted but profoundly satisfied. So how do we close this library of regrets? We start with the most fundamental question: why? Your why is not your job title. Your why is not the size of your bank account. Your why is the single, unique contribution you were put on this planet to make, the problem you are naturally compelled to solve. I challenge you right now, stop defining yourself by what you do and start defining yourself by what you heal. If you're a teacher, you don't just teach math, you heal self-doubt. If you're an engineer, you don't just build bridges, you heal disconnection. If you're a parent, you don't just raise children, you heal the future. When you connect your work, whatever it is, to a larger purpose, to a healing function, suddenly your tasks are no longer tedious. They become sacred. They become essential. They become the fuel that wins your heart back from apathy. Acts of the anatomy of the leap, overcoming fear. We all know our purpose. We feel the pull. So why do we stop? The answer is simple, universal, and powerful: fear. But let's be precise. It's not the fear of failure that stops us. That's a noble, understandable fear. The true killer is the fear of being seen. The fear that if we step out and truly commit to our authentic self, the world will finally see us, critique us, and possibly reject us. We wear camouflage, the camouflage of business, the camouflage of sarcasm, the camouflage of self-deprecation, anything to avoid being nakedly, vulnerably, and authentically us. But there is a glorious paradox in life. The part of you that you hide the most is the part of you the world needs the most. Your awkwardness, your unique obsession, your overly sensitive nature, that is your superpower. That is the texture of your brilliance. So how do you take the leap despite the fear? You don't eliminate the fear, you learn to dance with it. you adopt the resilience blueprint 1. Embrace imperfection as momentum. We wait for perfection. We say, I'll launch the project when the website is perfect, or I'll start exercising when I have the perfect routine. Perfection is procrastination in a tuxedo. Momentum is what matters. A messy start is infinitely better than a perfect stop. You have to start before you are ready. 2. Redefine failure in our culture. Failure is an endpoint. In a life well lived, failure is simply data. When a scientist runs an experiment and it fails, they don't cry and quit science. They look at the results and say, interesting. Let's adjust the variables. You are the lead scientist of your own life. Every setback is just an adjustment of the variables. 3. Choose your narrator. Who is telling the story of your life? Is it the inner critic, the one who sounds suspiciously like that mean teacher from the 3rd grade? Or is it your inner champion, the voice that remembers every time you fought through pain, every time you showed up when it was hard? You must consciously fire the critic and promote the champion. Your thoughts are not facts, they are just suggestions. Choose the suggestions that move you forward. And finally, to win the hearts of others, you must first win the heart of the person staring back at you in the mirror. Be kinder to yourself. Forgive yourself the mistakes you made last week, last year, last decade. That person who made those mistakes was just doing the best they could with the information and strength they had at the time. You are here, you are wiser, and you are ready. Act IV, the invitation, call to action. I began by saying we all carry the vision of the life we were meant to live. Tonight, I want you to make a promise to that future self. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for the economy to stabilize. Don't wait until you have more letters after your name. The world doesn't need a polished version of you. It needs an honest one. I want you to think about that unwritten book in the library of your possibilities. Think about the first tiny sentence you need to write today to stop it from remaining empty. It might be sending an email. It might be making a phone call. It might be sitting down in silence for 5 minutes to connect with your own spirit. So the conclusion, you have a purpose that is utterly unique. No one else has your history, your exact perspective, or your peculiar mix of talents. And the world is waiting for you to unleash it. Your heart, your true heart, is one the moment you stop asking, what will people think? And start asking, what must I do to be true to myself? Go from this place not just inspired, but activated. Write the book, start the business, forgive the person, begin the journey. The world is waiting for the authentic power of your lived life. Thank you.